controversies over the methods that some teachers were using for the Avid 11 Pie in the Face fundraiser.
New changes to the way Casaba court nominations are being made.
New basketball camps being offered for kids. All this and more on an all-new TigerCast News, December 4th, 2015.
From Eye of the Tiger, this is TigerCast News. Broadcasting from Studio 403 in Roseville High School.
Good morning, welcome to an all-new TigerCast News. I'm Preston Walter.
And I'm Corey Karstens.
Student government has decided to change the corp selection process. Ellis Shaw has more of the story.
Student government has implemented a new court system that they believe does a better job of keeping up with the times.
Well, there have been several different groups on campus who are unhappy with the way that our royalty was done before. And personally, I didn't really like it because it seemed like it was just really old school and super traditional and something that maybe we could get away from.
Now the court members get to choose to walk alone with the escorts who are not members of the court or fellow court members.
Instead of having 5 boys and 5 girls, there will still be 10 students that the teachers choose out of the people that turn in their forms, except there's a minimum of 2 boys that have to be picked and a minimum of 2 girls, and then that leaves the rest 6 spots to be chosen, either gender. It could be 8 girls on court, it could be 8 boys on court, it could be 4 and 6, it could be 5 and 5 again.
There will no longer be a king and queen. The reasoning for this new system is to get more people to represent Roseville in a positive way, no matter the gender.
We're just going to look for students who really represent Roseville well. So the nomination process will still be the same. You nominate, anyone can nominate a senior, and then teachers will meet to narrow it down to 10 deserving students.
This new system will be implemented for the upcoming Casaba. The Pie in the Face fundraiser is over and has earned more money than expected, but the ways that some of the money was earned may have to be revisited next year. Austin Daly has the story.
Since there were no guidelines for how teachers could fundraise for the Pie in the Face competition, a couple teachers came up with creative ways to fundraise.
Right, so my strategy was I was just going to have kids donate, and then I did the GoFundMe site online, so my family and friends like outside of California could help donate to me, or outside of Roseville even could donate to me, and that worked pretty well. I got money that way. And then also when I found that Miss BB was selling the late passes for donations, I decided I could do that as well. And I underbid her, so I sold them for cheaper and a bundle pack, which worked really nicely.
For next year's fundraiser, Avid is considering limiting the ways that teachers are able to fundraise.
That was something we didn't anticipate that we heard out about at the end. So I think if we do this fundraiser next year, that will have to be something that we're clearer about. So as far as how to solicit donations, so the only direction participants had was to get donations throughout the week, and people did that through various ways.
But Mrs. Fork sees creative methods as a way for everybody involved to benefit.
No, because it benefits both sides. Avid 11, I mean, it wasn't money going to me, it was going to Avid 11 for their field trip, and so that's a win for them. I teach a majority of like juniors, so it helps with them. And then the kids feel that they're getting something out of that in return too. They're getting late passes or things like that, so it's going to help benefit them in the long run too. So it was a win-win for both sides.
We now go over to Josh Carson with sports.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of TCSN. I'm Josh Carson. It's basketball season again, and Aaron Wright has the preview for the boys team.
Tiger basketball is underway with the varsity boys team having already played 3 games. The team consists of 13 players, 12 juniors and 1 sophomore. 3 of them are not eligible to play until January, but despite this setback, they look to be successful all season long.
My expectations personally is to just overall have a good season. As a team, I'd say probably go over 500, maybe even make playoffs if we can. We're gonna have to work hard, but those are my expectations.
We all expect collectively to be good, to be towards the top. We have a lot of work to do, but I definitely think that we can come together and put together a winning season.
Although the competition is tough as always, Roseville looks to come together and make something happen with this group as they play their 2nd season in the CVC.
League play in the CVC starts in January. Also make sure to tune in on TCSN next week as we preview the girls basketball team for this upcoming season. Now we go over to Austin Collins with entertainment.
Thanks, Josh.
The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 was released on the 20th. This conclusion to the epic Hunger Games series left much to be desired. While Jennifer Lawrence is a fine actress, her performance reminds me of Scarlett Johansson's role of Lucy in Lucy. What I'm trying to say is, she's boring. There's no nice way of saying this. I like the first and second movie, but not because of Lawrence's performance. She does not effectively make me care about what happens to Katniss. With that being said, Josh Hutcherson and Liam Hemsworth did a solid job playing Edward and Jacob from Twilight. The pacing in this movie is all off. That's due to the fact that they made Mockingjay a two-parter. The funny thing is that Mockingjay isn't even the longest book in the series to have justified two separate films. I get that the idea of making twice the amount of money for almost the same amount of work is cool, but the pacing and overall effectiveness of the movie should not be sacrificed for this rapacious little cash grab. For all of these reasons, I'm giving The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 2 out of 5 stars. Stay tuned for Part 2 of this review coming out December 4th, 2016. The first trailer for Captain America Civil War premiered last week on Jimmy Kimmel. The trailer picks up where Winter Soldier left off as Bucky Barnes starts to recall small fragments of his memory that had been scrambled by Hydra in the previous film. S.H.I.E.L.D. wants to take Bucky out due to the numerous atrocities he committed in Winter Soldier against the secret agency. Captain chooses to protect Bucky from S.H.I.E.L.D., causing serious tension between Cap and the rest of the Avengers that fans have come to love over the years. Seeing the hostility between Captain America and his allies such as Black Widow and Iron Man created a sense of uncertainty to what I believed was an unbreakable bond the Avengers had that could only come from saving the world on numerous occasions. Then Bucky Barnes had to go be Yoko Ono and break up the band. We now go back to Corey Carsons with more news.
The RHS varsity basketball programs held an instructional camp over Thanksgiving break for kids K through 8. The kids were put through drills to make them better shooters, passers, and dribblers.
To take my right step first when I go for a left-hand layup, keep my arm at an L angle. It's a really good experience because I'm learning a lot at this camp.
Over 100 kids showed up to the camp, and the camps will be continued through the summer and fall.
Students at Roseville High School attending the Tiger Tech Club strive for the field of cybersecurity through a program called Cyberpatriot. Seth Long tells us more.
Cyberpatriot is a national youth cyber education program that holds training and competitions.
Cyberpatriot is a program for students who are looking to get into the cybersecurity field and maybe get their just get a little bit of experience trying to work on some computers. So I joined it because cybersecurity interests me, and honestly, there's a lot of job opportunities for this field of work.
The club interacts and practices with different kinds of coding and hacking and sets the students apart from others with plenty of experience and exercise.
Being a part of the Cyberpatriot program will set me apart from other students trying to get into the field, and it'll just give me experience. I know for sure I want to do something with computers, and so this will just give me some experience, see if I like it or not, you know. I've learned that cybersecurity is a lot harder than, it's way deeper than I ever thought it could be. We have to learn about how the network interacts with the computer and all kinds of, it's a lot harder than going to Control Panel and turning on Windows Firewall.
Representatives of the club feel cybersecurity is an important life skill to have.
Cybersecurity is important because that's how people can get your information and stuff. If you fill out your taxes online, you might have a virus, and that could, that's just not good. It's important to stay secure. We still need more members for next season, so go ahead and sign up. We have a lot of seniors on the team, so there's not going to be a lot of kids left for next year.
Yearbooks are on sale for $80 until December 31st. The price will increase to $90 on January 1st until February 14th. After February 14th, their price will increase to $100 until the end of the year or until they're sold out. Purchase one at yearbookforever.com or Student Services. That's it for us today on TigerCast News.
And remember, we're always on eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time, Roseville.